other team where I'm the second division. I'm kind of like in your range where like I'm as good or better than every team there, so I don't really feel threatened. But right now I'm playing against Middlesbrough, who has a bunch of 4-star, 4.5-star players, and they're like, hey, you should play cautious against this team. Like, this team is good. And then I played 22 minutes. They haven't had any shots on target. I've had 7 shots, 3 on target. I just scored a goal with Matt Smith off a header. I got 62% possession. And it's like, I'm playing aggressive. And do I lose this game? Maybe. Sure, I could lose this game. That's fine. But if my players get used to, because my players aren't used to playing like this. Their tactical familiarity is low because we don't usually play like this. But over time, as I get towards the closing run of this season, they're going to get better at it, and I think it will keep me up better than just continuing on with what I was doing, which was just slowly losing every game, praying for a draw. So yeah, I think it's just you got to play aggressive. Press. Even if you're bad, just press.
Okay, that's no breaks. That's the thing that's really interesting about this game is like it's still a video game, so the coding on the game, the scripts on the game is still going to have a meta. Like it's still going to prefer certain things.
Right.
And like I haven't done enough research to figure out like what those things are, but like there's definitely going to be tactics and positions and different things that are just better than others, whether it makes sense, based on real football or not. It's just coded in there that like certain, like I know before certain patches, the shadow striker role was very, very common, and when I was first trying to play this game, something that talked about how OP shadow strikers are, and every single tactic that I looked into had multiple shadow strikers, and then some update came out, and that's kind of not as prevalent. And so I know but the point is there still is a meta. Like gegenpress is a big thing, playing narrow or playing wide or just different things like that. And since it's a game, it's still going to have a meta, and that's what I'm trying to do is just figure out what the meta is and play to it, even if it's not like in my head the way I would like play soccer. I play to the meta. Just because you like to play, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I really like to play Zerath, yeah, but isn't that good in the meta, so you don't get to play him.
Play the meta.
Play the meta, bro. Play the meta.
You want to get relegated? Play him. No, I've been so much happier, even just like this 32 minutes I've seen so far, I'm so much happier with the way they're playing than the last 10 games, probably. And yeah, like I said, I'm okay with losing this game. I look at this as like an investment.
Familiarity.
Trying to, like I said, I got the 6-point cushion. I got to keep that. So use that cushion. Try to get a W if I can.
Yep.
That's okay. Just try to get there. Let's see. Also, training-wise, try to just be physical. Do some resistance training to where your guys aren't exhausted. And 80th minute comes around, ready, more or less, to kind of play out those last 2 minutes. I've had a couple of teams where it's again, last 10 minutes comes around and my team is just gassed and I just get screwed. I had that with my Tottenham team where I just did a lot of technical training, and then 81st minute comes around and oh my god, I got scored on again. It's like, well, because you never do any physical training, you're just kind of, oh my god, just little stuff like that. I'm trying to save myself here.
You got a victory. Plymouth beat Doncaster 1-0.
Who did? Plymouth?
Big win for Plymouth.
What are you at? Are you still playing?
I won 3-1. Yeah, but I was playing Leighton Orient, who was in 21st place. So that's what I should be doing to them. I just accepted a transfer offer for my best center back that I said I wasn't going to sell.
Oh yeah, money talks.
Somebody's getting money talks. I had to, man. Like, offer comes in, I get 50% of his next sale, and they're going to give me $4 million. I'm gonna if he accepts that and moves on, and I get that, I'll get 65% of it, and then I already have $1.5 million in my transfer budget currently, so I'll actually have a pretty decent chance.
Yeah, that's not awful.
To sign somebody good.
Some subs in there. Yeah, and I just came to the point where I don't change. Like we play as positive basically the whole way. There's just not enough. If you train your physicality enough where you're not exhausted, then just keep playing positive. What do I can score on here? Nope. Just keep playing it. Like, come on.
Yeah, what some of the YouTubers I watch that do like let's plays on this game, and kind of I'll follow them and watch their stuff, and it's like I feel like more often than not, whenever they do a tactical change mid-match, it kicks them in the butt. Like it turns out to be a terrible decision.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
Yep. 93 and a half minutes plus 4 minutes of added time to score 1-1. It's fine. A draw isn't awful.
Yeah, it's a point.
I'll take the point against a team I probably should have lost to, but I won the XG there, so that's a big plus for me. I need to be consistent. Yeah, because XG is a made-up stat, but I kind of look more at shots on target. And if you have more shots on target, then you get to 5 or 6. It's like, okay, you probably should have like 1 or 2 goals. I say like every 2 to 3 shots on target should be a goal. I think I'm hostage. I'm held hostage by someone, but
I am.
that's fine. But
yeah, I mean, XG, it's a weird stat, but I do think like statistically speaking, the team with the higher XG is winning the match.
Right.
Sometimes it's not even close.
Right. Yeah, and I think that it does a good job of like I think it gives an appropriate value to penalties, which I mean I don't know, it's got to be 90 something, 90+% of things are converted there. Oh, now I'm 7 points above the drop zone, so there you go, +1 point.
Dude, I got another 3 to 4 week injury.
Ugh. Dude, I have been pounding the recovery in my training. Every day is recovery, and that's helped me a lot injury wise. But yeah, but yeah, it sucks. Not really easy ways around it.
Moved into first place.
Very nice. I saw that. Very nice. How many games do I have left to go? We've played 31. So I got how many games left?
What are there? I
One,
mean, total
two,
46 total. I think.
I got 15 games left, basically. 15 games left to keep that 6 points.
I really want Sean to start making a run and want
Right.
all of us to play in the championship next season.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. Hey, it's tough, man. It's tough. We have a new coach come in on the off season for Bear. Poor Sean. And his coach is just full maxed out goalkeeper. Oh my god. Poor Bear. He did one thing. I don't know how he did it, but he won. Uh, he won. What's it called? He won. He won the Spanish League First Division with Sevilla, which hadn't won the league since like 1950, and they haven't really been close. Yeah, obviously since then. Like it's not like they got second one year. Like nah, they're usually at best fifth, and they just don't have nearly as much money as Real Madrid or Barcelona. But he did it. I
Mm.
thought that was he won the Champions League. He won Europa League. He won the World Cup. I thought that was the most impressive thing he did because they just do not like when you're playing against Real Madrid and Barcelona, like two of the most expensive uh, clubs. Um, yeah, it was kind of weird. What's kind of screwed me though is for Spain's registration, uh, they only allow two, or at least I think in the first division they don't care, but um, in in the second division there, they only allow 2 non-EU players. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go to Thomas Bloxham, no big deal. He's European, right? He's not European because of Brexit. So he literally doesn't
Yeah.
count. So I
Uh,
have but it was fine because he was worthy for me to be like, okay, he's one of my 2 non-EU players. But I was like, oh, because I signed like another guy from Russia, and I was like, oh, that's European, right? Not European. So I just had to loan him out. I was like, well, shoot, loan him out and try to sell him next year because he wasn't as good as Bloxham. So like, well, only one of these guys is gonna start here. So it was him.
oh, I really wish O'Hara would make a decision. It's,
Oh,
if
really?
he's
He's,
hitting
he's
a,
he's the one that you're thinking about selling?
yeah, I mean, I've accepted a big offer for him. I just, I need him to make a decision.
Wait, say again. I think I disconnected for a second.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I've accepted the offer for him.
Uh,
I just need him to make the decision because that's
Transfer
a
window's closed.
substantial amount of money that I need to figure out if I have or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I also feel like I don't know, like it's tough because there was one season that I just made like a ton of moves, like in January,
Yeah.
and then my team kind of fell apart just because I guess they just didn't have the familiarity together. And I was Tottenham, so like, oh, you basically have to win all your games or you're gonna get fired, uh, pretty much. And so I didn't, and they fired me. And I was like, yeah, I just should have just, even though like the players I had currently, because I brought people back from loan. So I was like, oh, I'm in the home stretch here. I'm about to go to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Like, I want to have the best players I have. But I was like, those players I brought back, like they were better, but it wasn't worth it to not, because those players, other players, that kind of built synergy together, blah blah, over the year. So I just would have been better off just keeping the players I had there. So I think in general, um, I'm just not going to do anything. I just can't. I just don't. I gotta stay alive. I can't sell yet. I'll sell at the end of the season, but I'm not selling yet. It's crazy how the Bears are actually Justin Fields. I picked him up, Bill. I had him. I got the 50 points for
Oh my
him.
god.
Unbelievable.
It's a little questionable that you added Justin Fields, but good on you.
Hey, I was desperate, man. I had Carr the week before, put up a -1.
Hmm.
What? I mean, what am I? I got Geno Smith as my other guy. It's not like I'm sitting here with Pat Mahomes, my starter. Derek Carr is our main guy. He's benched. I bench him. I got Geno and Justin Fields going. And that's basically the whole reason I won this week.
Fields had a ridiculous day. It was all rushing.
Yeah, more rushing than passing. Pretty funny.
Yeah, I saw somebody who had Justin Fields, Joe
Oh
Mixon,
God.
Devontae Adams or something, and it was just like,
Oh.
just. absolute
It's like
bludgeoning.
150 points from 3 players.
Yeah, and one of them lost.
Yeah.
How the Raiders lost that game, I'll never know.
Oh god, that coach is so bad.
What's awesome is that a couple weeks ago, Jeff Saturday tweeted, and the tweet said, "The Oakland Raiders are really, really bad."
Oakland.
That's what Jeff Saturday tweeted. But they play the Raiders in 2 weeks.
All right,
And
let's see
so,
it.
you know,
Let's see it.
sure he didn't expect when he sent that tweet to have to put his money where his mouth is on that one, but
Right, right. Well, there you go. It's coming. You're gonna have to, sir. Okay.
can't believe that Tennessee got rolled over by Georgia so hard.
It's crazy, right? They look so good.
Yep. And then they didn't.
And then Georgia came to town.
Well, what's crazy too is like, honestly, it might have been, I won't say it was a good thing for Tennessee,
Right.
but it may have helped a little bit to alleviate the rest of their season because if they win out the rest of the way in the SEC East, like
Right.
they won't make it to the championship game. It'll be Georgia against either Alabama or no, it'll be LSU. Sorry, it'll be Georgia against LSU in the SEC championship game,
Mm-hmm.
and Georgia will win that, and they'll be undefeated. They'll be in the playoff. Ohio State will be in the playoff. Maybe the Big 12 winner will be in the playoff.
TCU stays undefeated.
TCU if they stay undefeated, and in that fourth spot, it'll we go if Tennessee stays undefeated, like a one-loss SEC team. That's probably good enough,
Right. I think it should
you
be.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like you know the rest of the way is kind of paid for them. Now the worst case scenario is Georgia loses
Right.
to LSU
Yeah.
because then it's like you got to put one loss Georgia in still.
Yep.
But then do you put in LSU over Tennessee?
I
Yeah,
think you
I
have to.
mean,
I think you have to.
if they just
They
now
won the
beat
SEC.
Georgia, you have to,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have to. Yep. That's true. No. 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 No.
I guess it also depends on if Clemson continues to win because they are undefeated.
Right. And how much credence they will give the ACC.
Yeah, do you put undefeated Clemson in over one loss Tennessee? I think you have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's going to be Ohio State against Michigan in the Big Ten championship game.
Right.
Winner of that will stay undefeated and get in. Georgia will play LSU, which LSU already has 2 losses. So, or what if Ole Miss beats LSU?
Possible.
Oregon has 1 loss. UCLA has 1 loss, and they'll play in a championship game probably. So, does 1 loss like Oregon get in over?
I just think the Pac-12 has lost. They've lost too much luster.
Yeah, I agree.
They just lost too much. Even Big 12 is like,
Oh, it's about to get worse.
right. It's just only going further downhill.
You know, it also going downhill. It's a freaking transfer window, and the student ain't making a decision.
Yeah, Pretty annoying when that
Oh,
happens.
as I say that, the email comes in.
Oh, what did they say?
He accepted.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
Make parting comments. Love you, brother.
Thanks for the.
I'll be
Thanks for
back
the.
one day.
Yep. Thanks for
But
the.
now,
Thanks for the memories.
now we need that stimmy to hit, and then we can go shopping.
Stewie. Trump bucks. You need some Trump bucks.
Oh, there it is. Gosh, I got 3.5 million.
Nice.
Now we got to bring somebody in. Game's frozen.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Mine isn't. Weird.
It just caught up.
Oh, okay.
Kind of, still kind of jumpy. Server side or something. I don't know. It's like the timer says 4 minutes continue, and then it freezes, and then it jumps like 5 seconds at a time.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Something wonky. On game.
Yeah, Smith is starting to regress here a little bit. His acceleration and pace, stamina, and strength are going down. He's 31. I'm probably selling him this coming June, whether we go up or down. Got to get some money back from him. That's the thing too. Like with Madden, I'd always notice. Like I guess like I think like the human element is kind of out of it. But like whenever like we had like our franchise, like I'm just never letting anybody walk. Like
Right.
if you don't want to, and sometimes they'd say that like okay, they don't like the player would be like nah, I really want to resign here. Okay, either A, I'll franchise tag you if I have the money and I really just want to keep you and I really just don't want you to go, and they can't do anything about it. Or B, all right, you get traded. You're gonna trade somewhere, and you don't have a choice about it. So I'll get something back. And like you do that for every player, then that just kind of basically you're always just gaining assets. But in reality, yeah, I mean there's relationships, and I guess like if you became a GM that was like just always a revolving door, you didn't treat your players loyally, then maybe that's a negative. I don't know. But I know a lot of teams like make an effort of like the Lakers made an effort to give Kobe a big contract at the end, even though he wasn't worth that money anymore, and even though their team wasn't any good. It's like, yeah, we're still gonna give him like a 3-year, $620 million deal just because he's Kobe. Okay. And like y'all could have traded him for da 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 or whatever, but in the video
Kobe.
game, it's a lot easier to trade someone like that.
Right. You can't just
Right.
pull
Fans don't
that
come
IRL.
kill you. Fans don't come to your house and break down your door and all that. So
Where did he go? I just had somebody that was making an offer to. Oh, there he is. That would have been terrible.
I know that happens to me sometimes. I just lost the guy and I'm like, ah.
Oh, you're 5'11". I can't play a center back at 5'11".
Manchester United's doing it. I think he's 5'10". And they're just in the media is just shatting all over them. Like, how are you playing a center back at 5? There's just no way it'll work in the Premier League. There's no way. And it's okay. It's not great. It's not awful. They just try to play to his strengths, or he's better on the ball and he can pass. He can pass better than a lot of center backs, but ball's coming in the air. Has some trouble. And that's kind of what you want your center back for. Yeah, I think like you said to your point about the meta of this game, I think it definitely rewards offensive play and just pressing and just trying to, you know, bully ball basically. Um,
Ooh, made a big offer.
uh-huh. Going big, going big.
One big. All right, they accepted. Let's start the negotiations, buddy. Make a play. Let's make a play here, my friend. Come on, come on. What do you want? I'll pay you well above what you're asking for. If we get promoted, yeah, you can have it. All right. That'd be a pretty lateral move, like Bahara, but this guy would be a pretty even move.
Mm,
The difference is I got 4 million for O'Hara plus 50% of his next sale, and I
mm.
just offered 1.8 for this guy. So
Uh, Money wise, definitely in the green.
yeah, for sure.
How is your staff? Like, if you have like 5 coaches, right? How many fitness goalkeep? How do you like allocate it? Fitness, goalkeeping, and general coach.
What do you mean?
Like, how many goalkeeping coaches do you have?
How do I know that?
You just go to staff, and then on the left hand side it has your coaching staff.
Oh,
I have one goalkeeping
uh,
coach.
I don't know how to know like exactly how many I have. It just says 5 of 5 coaches, general goalkeeping and fitness. It doesn't.
You look
It
at the
doesn't break
the
it.
further down on the bottom left.
So it says board staff.
Maybe look at your stream. Or you look at mine. Maybe you don't have this.
No, I don't have that. No. Hmm.
I guess you go to coaching team underneath overview, and it should pop up there.
I mean, I can see the same stuff you're seeing there, but like here, I'll show you my screen. My coaching staff is ridiculous.
Nice. Yeah, I
Like
need
it's
I
just
need a big upgrade.
yours look good in the last league. Here, you can watch my
Right.
screen now.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is great. Green, green, green.
Got the best coaching at pretty much every position in the league.
Yeah. Yeah, the coach is pretty solid there.
But I mean, this isn't good. But yeah, goalkeeping doesn't matter, right?
Right. until you need it. But yeah, I needed. I think that's probably. I would look to that if I had a do over. I would look to be more aggressive in cutting staff. Because yeah, my goalkeeping was like top of the league last year, and now we're like, we're third. We're actually goalkeeping distribution. We're 16th and fourth. But it's not awful. But I think just having staff at the top is just the biggest. That's the biggest advantage you can kind of get over the computer
Something's
there.
making weird noise. Something's making weird noise. Sounds like the water is leaking.
You still quiet, Bear?
Sucks. I have a valve that on one of my faucets that went bad just now.
Oh darn.
It's all good. Alright. See if I can go
Match
for.
day.
He doesn't want to come here.
luck to everybody. Hopefully, I'll take another. I get another point here. I'm playing against Blackburn, who is fourth. I think they're maybe sixth, somewhere fourth or sixth in the championship. They're a pretty good team. But I'm doing what I'm doing here. I'm playing aggressive, and we're just gonna go for that.
Trying to make one transfer offer.
That's fine.
Guys, you can't actually be wanting this much money for them, can you? We can't do that. Submitting the team.
That's fine. Let's see what we got here, boys.
Bring them out. Team is as down bad as it's been in a while. Blocked them out. Gomez Mancini out. Horner transferred. A little bit of a possibly a little bit of a rough patch now.
Now's the time of year.
Not good to give up a goal in the second minute.
Yeah.
We answered in the 13th. Yeah, love to see it. An injury. Let's go.
To give me the beans here. Steve's better than that Middlesbrough team. I'm playing tough. I'm playing aggressive, and we kill like I killed.
Terrible passing. Look at David Kasumo, man. This guy doesn't want to come back next year. Won't engage in any contract negotiation. But then other teams kind of like sign him on the end of contract, and he's not even. This dude is wasting everybody's time. And then on the pitch, he's just.
Dog. Problem child. He's just the Kyrie Irving here, just doing everything but playing.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna win games. You guys are
Great.
So let's do it.
Team with the highest points wins. Get a goal here, boys.
Down pretty heavy in XG though. So that's not bad. We got 2 shots on target on goal. They got 6 shots on target on goals. Jesus. It just sucks. Like when you go to. Like I have like all marking on this guy, this Tommy Doyle Mazzala guy, and he still has like 4 key passes in this game. And I'm just like, dude, I just want to try to shut this guy down as much as I can. And they're like, nah, bro, he's still gonna style on you.
He's a stud. Tommy Doyle. I've looked into
Really?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's I mean, luckily it didn't turn into anything, but yeah, he looked.
Point for row misses a penalty. What the heck? On goal. That's not a good look. And the guy that's in for O'Hara gives up an own goal. Be a weird loss for me. My XG is double theirs and losing by 2 goals.
Coyote 1-1 with the keeper. He misses. I could have put the game away. to sub in. I feel like what happens when you press like this, it gets to the later ends of the game, they just make, like, this is just a terrible pass from them. Like, my guy made for a pass, he didn't get it, and it's like their center back tries to pass it back to the keeper. But Coyote's just there, he's fresh, and he just intercepts the ball and just scores the goal. Not like he did, not like, oh my god, we had, like, a beautiful 1-2 play that led to this. Their players just, I look at their players here, their players are awesome. Same as mine. But, you just keep pressing, and eventually they can make a mistake. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. This will be a huge goal. At least I'll get a point. I'm confident I'll get a point. 2-goal lead, 3 minutes left in the game. Yeah, this worked. This worked once. Oh, it's offside! My player made an awful mistake. Let's see that again. Please. Oh my god, they have another chance. How are we 50 seconds past the whistle being blown and they have another chance? Thank you. Oh, that's a huge win. 2-1.
He escapes.
On the road. 2-1. I lost XG, but 4 shots on target. 2 goals. I got 1 possession. That was really special. My first win in like probably 3 months. Because I had that random section there where I didn't play for a month. Let me see. My last win was November 5th. My last win was November 5th. So, yep, about over 2 months. Almost 3 months. 2.5 months of losses. I had 4 losses and 2 draws in that time frame. Is your game still going, Bill? Oh, there you go.
No, it's over. Just got a contract negotiation going on.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I see. Glenn Ray.
And Ray, 28-year-old midfielder, he'll be the replacement for Basuma.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'm sure he doesn't have much to do better.
Will you do two? Will
Can I
you do
get you to
two?
do 2? Oh, well. Now or never.
I don't know if I need you that bad. Hey,
Hold on, hold on. Yeah, just throw a little more
he
cash.
will do too. He will do
You
too.
just need a little more cash. That's all. Just need
Funny
a touch more
cow.
cash.
I need my horror replacement to take the deal.
Mm.
Oh, I'll do that goes.
Okay.
You win both your games today, Sean?
I won one, drew the other.
There you
Yeah.
go. Well, take that. 4 points. Not bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
still one out in the playoffs.
There's time. There's plenty of games. There's plenty of games.
Yeah. All right,
All
gentlemen.
right, Bear. Love you.
Good night.
Good
GG's.
night. Good night, boys.
Night. GG's.